Welcome to the Trading Desk, where money talks. My name is Dave Floyd with Aspen Trading Group here in Bend, and as usual, I'm joined with Matt Davio of Red Rock Partners and Jesse Felder of Felder & Company. Before we get into today's show, let's take a look at what the markets did in the month of March.
All right, this month in the S&P, we finally got a bounce, a nice sizable bounce, very similar to the bounce we saw last October, right around 25-30%. Here in the S&P, you see we bounced from 660 up to 850. Bullish, if we could pull back to 740.50, I would probably be a buyer with a tight stop down to 710, 720. Otherwise, we may have to test another low. The next chart is the 10-year note. You can see again on the bottom, yields are slowly moving up despite the decision for the Treasury to buy another $300 billion worth of bonds. Bonds look tapped out to us. Interest rates do look to be putting in some type of bottom here. I would not want to be long bonds in a higher interest rate environment. The next chart is gold. Gold, again, in a reflationary trade, which the Fed is trying to do, should portend higher prices, however, is finding some difficulty again here at the $1,000 price level here, trading today at $870. So gold is not necessarily bearish, but needs to put in a new high above 1,100 before it goes on. Finally, the banking, the financials, this is the biggie for me. Until banks go up, you can't have a market going up. We got a little bottom here, but until you take out that $40, $50 level, which was the summer lows last year, we're in the same conundrum we've been in.
As you can see from the charts, we had quite a rally at in the month of March, which was long overdue, and I think a lot of people have been looking for that rally for some time.
It was a great year. Had a good year in about 3 weeks.
What was it, 25-30% in the S&P?
Assuming you weren't long the whole way down since last year. If you were in cash and then got long, then you've had a great year.
Right.
Absolutely.
So the question now is sustainable, for the remainder of the year? Mm-hmm. Bear market rally? What are we thinking here?
Yeah, I think, again, as Jesse said, 25-30%. I think we're overbought now, and we're running into that 850, 880 level.
On the S&P 500,
on the S&P 500, which has 2 months of resistance from January, February. And that level, by the way, is still 10% below the high of the year of 940. So
right.
What's happened? Well, we've worked off a big oversold, whether or not it can be maintained.
I don't know where we go from here. I mean, I said I was a rip-snorting bull on the last show, and we've gotten a really good move. So I think if you caught that, you got to take something off the table. But I think, from everything I hear, I think there are so many people looking for a pullback to get in because so many people missed it.
May not happen, yeah.
So and there's so much cash on the sidelines, it's, you may not get.
Well, it's being printed. More cash is being printed.
Exactly.
And pushed to the sidelines.
Oh, I mean, it's reflate or die.
Yeah.
I mean,
but the interesting thing, gold is not reflecting that at all. Gold actually is crashed. It's down to 860, 870 today. Yeah. After all of this has come out. So.
And then the other thing we were talking about too, the banking stocks and the financial stocks have not moved in tandem, at least to the same.
Well, the banking stocks definitely led us. They took us up to this level of great resistance, and
they rallied. They almost doubled off the March lows.
Right, but what I'm getting
they're still below the November lows, which weren't even the new lows. So again, it's all relative.
Well, you have banks that are never coming back.
If you've been getting long since last October,
right,
you're still underwater.
Well, if you've been getting long Citi and getting long, some of those sort of things that are never coming back. But if you're getting long, some of the other things that, JP Morgan and stuff that's been stronger, Goldman Sachs has been stronger, comes down.
We got to hold it there. We're going to go pay some bills, but when we come back, we'll continue the discussion. You're watching The Trading Desk on COTV Channel 11.